Hello, my friends. Uh, Here I am. Now, let's start with some solutions of the common diseases of our beloved pigeons. So, as I promised you, that I'll share some of my experiences spending time with my pigeons. So I don't want to make the videos lengthy on diseases especially and their solutions, because my main aim is that, as I said earlier, that my friends all over the world who have no vets nearby and no clinics nearby to treat their pigeons in dire straits, and also cannot afford the expenses regarding the treatments in that way. So I'm trying my best for you that you can treat your pigeons by yourselves, as I did. So we are desperate to save our pigeons, to keep our pigeons fit and fine, to see them happy, flying in the blue open sky, high above our heads, and we get an immense joy from it, which others cannot understand. Only the people, mainly the people who fancies pigeons. So, in this turbulent world, we got some peace of heart from them. They help us to overcome our distresses. Anyway, let's start with the solutions of the common diseases of our beloved friends, that is our pigeons. Okay, let's start with one common disease called Canker, which is also called trichomoniasis. Initially, I was very much surprised when I witnessed the first case of Canker. A very small pimple-like thing emerged inside their mouth 20 years back, and I was so much surprised and thinking about it, that what is it? In that time of period, I had no internet, no books at all. So I took help from my sister who lives in the US. They had internet, and she helped me to treat the first case of canker. I should admit, I must remember. We should remember the people to whom we are grateful all along our lives till the last date. Anyway, she told me, I told her that this is the problem, and the small nodule, pimple like reddish, was advancing to its advanced stages. It consists of some pus forming later, but I didn't know the medicine. So I called her for help. She told me that the medicine is metronidazole after reading in the internet. And afterwards, I have studied about canker and its medicines, and I came to know and I got success by applying that particular medicine, metronidazole, for canker, and I got success in each and every case. That's why I am uploading the first video on diseases and their solutions on canker or trichomoniasis. So whenever you find a pimple-like thing inside their mouth or anywhere inside their mouth or in their throat, I can say that you have to apply metronidazole. Okay, let's start with the detailed information about canker as much as I can. Cankers are of two kinds. One is dry canker and the other is wet canker. First of all, I should say, I have faced the cases of dry cankers mainly, which was treated by metronidazole. 100% effective. Okay, now I should mention a few things that you have to watch. Morning is the best time to watch your pigeon's health. Keep watch on three things. One is their droppings. The droppings they left overnight. Keep and watch on their droppings. Secondly, their movements. Like some pigeons may sit feathers fluffed in a corner or shivering in cold or water coming through its eyes, noses. Always keep watch about those things. When a dry canker occurs, the pigeon eats lesser. They can't eat faster. They eat less food, drink more. Their beaks may be apart from each other because canker lesions are there inside their mouth. They are feeling uncomfortable. That's why they can't eat properly. The canker sores are there inside their mouth. So what you have to do? We have got Metrogil. The brand name is Metrogil of metronidazole. Metrogil 400 tablets we have, or Flagel liquid. The best is I use generally the Metrogil tablets, Metrogil 400 mg tablets. I break it into 6 pieces. Feed the pigeon in the morning soft food like soaked gram, soaked wheat, boiled corns or beans, bean seed or peas. Whatever you feed them, it should be soft. If the pigeon can eat himself, let him feed. Always provide some food and clean water in its hospital cage. And now the point comes, hospital cage. What is hospital cage? When a pigeon becomes sick, the thing you have to do first is to separate him or her from the loft and keep some single cages, small cages like 1.5 feet by 1.5 feet or 1.5 feet by 1 foot, like that, and keep it 1, 2 or as much as you can. So separate the pigeon into that, shift that pigeon into that hospital cage, watch it, make a perch on it if it can perch on it, or if it loses the ability to perch, then arrange a bedding for it, a soft one with a towel or a cardboard or something like that, that it can sleep, it can sit properly. If it can feed itself, it can eat. It will eat and drink by himself or herself. And then after 10 minutes, after feeding, if it cannot feed by itself, then you have to hand feed it with soaked grams or soaked wheat or anything soft, and feeding 5 ml of water with the help of a dropper or needleless syringe. And then after 10 minutes, wait for 10 minutes and then give 1 piece of metronidazole tablet, 50 mg. If you give 1 time a day, you have to put 50 mg tablet, a piece of a tablet, into her mouth or his mouth. It will be better, what I do is divide the tablet, the 50 mg, into 25 mg and give it twice a day, in the morning after feeding and repeat it in the evening. Within 7 days, you will get result. Now come to, in the case of wet cankers, you can apply Flagell. The brand name here is Flagell liquid. You can give 5 to 6 drops in the morning and 5 to 6 drops in the evening. 2 times a day after feeding. I repeat, if the pigeon cannot feed, you have to hand feed it. You have to give 5 ml of water each time you feed it. And after 10 minutes, you apply those medicine. In the morning and in the evening, 2 times a day. Divide the doses. 50 to 60 mg metronidazole, divide it into 2 and apply it in the morning and in the evening after feeding. You will get results within 7 days. The wet canker may take some more time, but don't be worried. follow the rules, the treatment, and you can save your pigeon. So I must admit, in some cases I had failures. I couldn't save my pigeons because I noticed the disease in advanced stages. Before ending this video, please note that in any case of diseases, you have to identify it as earlier as possible. As earlier you identify it, the chances of saving your pigeons are higher all the time. If it develops into an advanced stage, then it becomes very much difficult to treat them and to save the pigeon. So please notice your pigeons' droppings, their movements in the morning. That is the best time to watch and decide what medicine to give them. Canker is a very clear case because the external symptoms shows up. It's very simple because you can see the nodules, the lesions inside their mouth, inside the throat. But there is another kind of canker, that is wet canker, which occurs inside their body. It affects their lungs, their gizzard, their stomach, everything. That is very difficult to treat. Anyway, the droppings would be abnormal. They will feel uncomfortable when eating. So watch out for those symptoms and apply metronidazole for canker. And I recommend in each 3 months, after each 3 months, you should maintain a course of canker with metronidazole for 3 days for precautions. Before any season, like rainy seasons, summer or winter, give them a course of metronidazole for 3 consecutive days and then give them probiotic. Whenever you give them antibiotics, always give them probiotics after completion of the antibiotic course. Always remind it. Because antibiotics kills all the good bacteria also in their gut. To save the good gut bacteria, you have to give probiotics after completion of any kind of antibiotic course the pigeon has. So that's the thing, that's the things I have to say to tell you about canker and how to treat it. You must do these things to get rid of canker. I hope my video will help you to help your pigeons which suffers from canker. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe and like my channel. Bye for now, my friends. Thank you.